Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. We are going to be talking about Karine and Paul from 90 Day Fiance. About a month ago, they announced that they are getting back together. And now more news has come out about the status of their family. Let's go ahead, let's roll the intro and we'll get right into it. Okay, you guys, so like I said, Paul announced about a month ago that he and Karine had gotten back together. And now it is being said that Karine is reportedly set to regain custody of her and Paul's boys. Paul posted a story on his Instagram this past week, and it said Karine's prayers have finally been answered. Finally, after extensive talks with her lawyers, after Karine completes her final class in only 9 weeks, she can finally regain custody per her lawyer. Now, if you guys don't remember this case, it was a lot. I'm not even going to lie. There was several instances where it seemed that there was abusive behavior going on inside their house. There was video evidence of what looked like Karine, tossing one of the boys into the car with Paul when Paul went to leave. There has been reports of abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, all of the above. The past year has been a lot for this family. CPS was investigating this family. They were taking the children from Karine and Paul. First, they took them from Karine, placing them with Paul, and then it came out that Paul might not be suitable for the children as well. So CPS actually filed to remove both children from both parents and place them. At first, it was going to be with Paul's mom, but I think eventually it led to a foster care situation. Now, when the judge ruled that the kids would be taken, Paul actually took off with the oldest boy, and he was literally deemed missing. His picture was on the missing children's poster. It was literally on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And people was kind of confused, wait, is he literally missing? And then it came out that he was with his dad, Paul, and that Paul had taken him states away to allegedly go to work with him. He said that his son had issues with separation anxiety from him, so he wanted to take him with him. Of course, because of all the national attention that he got with the fact that his son was missing, he brought the boy back. He met up with his mom. At that point, the children were taken and they were put into a foster care situation. Now, Paul did deny that he kidnapped his son. Instead, he said that he took his son with him on a job. Either way, Paul and Karine both lost custody of the boys. Now, Paul recently told fans that he and Karine were turning to OnlyFans as a means to make money to pay their lawyer fees. I'm not sure if the two will continue OnlyFans once the situation is put to bed and Karine gets the boys back. Karine actually made a post as well on her social media account. She posted this picture saying, "God help me to stand on my feet. I often feel tired and discouraged. But believe me, I will win this fight, and soon I will be with my boys close to me. I only ask you to keep me firm, that my faith never shakes. Amen." Now, while Paul told us that Karine is set to get custody back of the boys, he did tell us that he would remain out of the children's lives a bit longer, as his own custody situation is different and would take longer to resolve. Now, back in November, Paul told John Yates, who is a 90 Day Fiance blogger, that he is legally not permitted to see his boys until they are 18 years old. Paul did not go into detail as to why he could not see his boys until they were 18 years old, but one would have me believe that there's got to be something big there. I mean, usually a judge does not tell a father you can't see your boys until they're 18 unless there's direct abuse on the kids. I mean, I know there was this whole issue with the judge ordering the kids be placed with CPS, and then Paul took off with the oldest boy. I know that would probably have to have some repercussions before he could regain custody of the boys, but still, not being able to see them until they're 18, Paul didn't go into detail, but it really makes me wonder what is going on here. Yes, there are accusations of abuse. Yes, Karine has made accusations that, Paul forced her to have sex when she was not down to do it. However, that still doesn't have anything to do with the boys and why a judge would order that a father not be able to see his kids until they are adults. I don't know. That right there, you guys, makes me think that there's something else here that we're missing, and it's something a lot more serious. And I don't know. You guys, let me your thoughts in the comment section below. I don't want to put something like that on anyone unless there's like evidence to speak of that. But it's not every day that a judge tells a father that you can't see your boys until they're 18. It's not because the father kidnapped one of them when the judge ordered that they be placed with CPS, but it's got to be something else. Either way, you guys, Paul said that he is extremely happy about the recent update. He also explained that the Brazilian government would be sending federal representation on behalf of Karine and the boys. Paul wrote on his page, he said, as Brazilians and the injustice of denying them their culture and keep them so long from Karine because of her not being American, as this hits an official international level of involvement. I don't know, it's kind of word salad to me. Maybe if I read it again, I'll figure out what he was saying. Either way, as you guys may remember, Karine did file for a restraining order against Paul back in December 2021 following a physical altercation between the two. However, she did drop that restraining order in March. And like I said, it was announced last month that the two were back together. Now, to touch a little bit on that restraining order, Karine filed that restraining order when she was in the process of divorcing Paul, which I guess that divorce is put on hold for now. Now, Karine revealed in the restraining order that Paul was forcing her to have sexual intercourse with her without her consent, and that it happened multiple times. And it's also said that Paul allegedly engaged in other abusive behaviors and threatened to have Karine deported. I hope they got some counseling or something, because if they are back together and Karine is going to get custody of the kids, even though a judge is saying you can't see the kids until they're 18, I'm going to wonder if they're not going to take off to Brazil, because if they do, can they be stopped? I don't know. Of course, they would be breaking the law over here, but it's a whole different world over there. Like, is her passport taken? Is his passport taken? How do we know that once she gets those kids back, since they're together, they're not going to take off to Brazil and those children will be around Paul, which worries me considering a judge has said you can't until they're 18. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, watching some of the old videos, reading the restraining order documents, I mean, they were really a toxic pair and those children were not in a good environment. So hopefully she has taken the necessary steps, classes, whatever it is to get those children back. And once they are placed back with her, hopefully they will be in the best environment possible and she will give those kids the life that they deserve. You guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.